Well, hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're just past the noon hour here. Chicago, Illinois, United States of America. Thanks for tuning in. Here's the official Christmas tree here. We're back downtown here on a Monday. Let's get the camera straight here. Yeah, so we're gonna head by the ice skating rink here. I came here to start our lunchtime walk before we head to the Christkindlmarket. We'll give it a try there. No guarantee we're going to get back inside. I probably should have started at the Christkindlmarket, but my luck is if we go to the Christkindlmarket first, and if we stop back through here on our way back to the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon, usually they got the Zamboni out, and I want to get people ice skating here, so I figure we'll film people ice skating here for a minute at the main ice skating rink here in Millennium Park. We'll show you the bean from below here. But hey, they got the ice skating rink here in Millennium Park. It's opened not 2 weekends ago when they lit the tree here. There's, you can go to the shop there, you can rent your skates. They got restrooms. There's the bean up there, and here's the people ice skating here. December the 1st, 2025 here. We'll see if anybody's tuning in here. Thanks for coming on here, checking out the ice skating rink here in Millennium Park. How's it going, everybody? How you doing? Yeah, we'll just head around here. This is the ice skating ribbon, or this is the ice skating rink. The ribbon is further to the west. We might get to that if we have time. I just went to film people ice skating here. The snow's already starting to get dirty here. There you can see the bean. The bean's got, we'll get to the bean probably at the end of the slide. We'll check out to see if the ice. Hey, Peace Elisa, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in here. Thanks for, hope you had a good Thanksgiving and checking out the ice skating here. Millennium Park there. Yeah, I had a good Thanksgiving. I just stayed here, which worked out with the weather. I think you saw we were able to get the parade there. Yeah, people ice skating here, Millennium Park. There you go, look at that. So we'll come back here. I want to go to the Christkindlmarket because I'm hoping that since it's colder today and it's Monday after Thanksgiving, it'll be less crowded. And look at the nice snow on the official Christmas tree. Oh, sorry, I'm in the way here. They're taking pictures there. There we go, we'll let them take pictures. But here's the official Christmas tree here in Millennium Park. Yeah. So yeah, let's head across here. We got the light here, so we'll head right across Michigan Avenue. Here's the street wall, Michigan. Yeah, everybody's so young. Bob Balong, how you doing there? India. Yeah. Yeah, there's drainage in Chicago. You know, when it snows, it just becomes like a flood event. Thanksgiving was good. You got 5 inches of snow. Yeah, so that's about what we got here. We might get 2 to 4 more inches tonight. We'll see. Pete's tuning in from Hazlet. How much snow did you get in Michigan there, Pete? Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, Hazlet's by Lansing. I should say that differently. It's closer to Lansing. I think Hazlet's a suburb of Lansing, right? Yeah, thank you doing there. That's how you imagine New York to look. Yeah, Chicago is different than New York. I know we get compared to New York a lot there. Yeah, Millennium Park there. Zoom Patrol, how you doing there? Chris, the scanner guy there. You got 7 inches? Flint got 7. Hey, thanks for tuning in from Flint there, Nicole. Yeah, Chris. Hey, East Lansing, a lot of people tuning in from Michigan. How you doing? There's the brown line there, so we're in Chicago. There's the brown line heading north on Wabash there. Loop of Chicago. There's the Chicago Alley. There's the back of the Cultural Center. We went inside there. We just checked out the ice skating there. We're heading straight over to Daley Plaza here. We got 1204. I'll be able to tell really quickly if there's lines or not to get in the Christkindlmarket. We got in there. Not last week. We weren't able to get in. It was too crowded. We got in the first day it opened. There's the pink line zooming the other way. But we got about 20, low mid 20s, maybe We're below freezing here, mid-20s here in Chicago. We'll cross Wabash here at Washington Street. And we'll head over to Daley Plaza. We'll check out that Christkindlmarket. We can get across the street here. Yeah, there's the, get some Blues Brothers vibes here underneath the elevated tracks here. Wabash, Jewelers Row, looking up to the Trump Tower. Yeah, Bears fan. Bears are doing good. We'll see how long it lasts. No, this is Chicago. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. See, look, the Art Institute of Chicago galleries. There. We got bike lanes here. We're heading over to Daley Plaza, Chicago. They got the Christkindlmarket. This is the old Marshall Field Macy's. Here's the Museum of Illusions. We checked that out over a year ago. I got to rerun the Museum of Illusions. I'm not doing it again because I had to pay. You know how that goes. Hey, so we got some standing water. It must be closer to freezing because there's liquid water. It was 20 degrees this morning, so I guess things are melting. Maybe there's just so much salt on the ice. But Krista, how you doing there? Yeah, this is live. This is 12:06 in the PM, Chicago, Illinois. We're walking through the loop here. I've been doing this live in some form on TikTok or YouTube for the past 3 years. We've been on YouTube at lunchtime here for the past 2 years. I mainly was a live streamer on TikTok, but now I'm streaming more and more on YouTube here. We'll head across the street. This is State Street. There's Macy's, Marshall Fields here. Yeah, there might not. Is there a line? Don't tell me there's a line even today. Even the Monday after Thanksgiving, if there's a line, I'll give up. Yeah, there's a line even today to get in the Christkindl. Can you believe this? Even on a Monday. No, maybe not. Maybe there's not a line. Maybe I'm seeing things. Here's Altwood. Here's the Stay in the Pineapple here. So, Loop of Chicago. I don't even know what the temperature is there. Yeah, live snow. We got some snow on Saturday. We're supposed to get 2 to 4 more inches tonight. Yeah, we might be able to get in the Christkindl there. There's people eating at the food hall here. We're on Washington Street, getting close to Dearborn. Yeah, thanks for explaining that. Pizza Lisa have been there, and I know I missed some questions there. Yeah, I'm walking in the loop here. I'm trying not to slip and fall. That's why I'm missing some of the comments. But here we're about to check out the Christkindlmarket. Looks like we'll be able to get in here Monday, December the 1st, 2025. We got about 12:08. I guess we got about closer to 30 degrees because it is warming up a little bit. There's Dearborn Street looking south across the bike path. People do ride the bike even in the snow. Hey, let's check out the Christkindlmarket. We got the light here. Yeah, Channel 2 News. Yeah, so you're in luck. We should be able to just walk in the Christkindlmarket. This is a free German Christmas village. It was really packed last week. They limited the capacity on the inside, so it's not as crowded on the inside, but it means that on weekends and busier days, the line forms in both directions. But no line today. Daley Plaza, there's the Picasso. Thanks for tuning in to Chicago. We're going to check out the Christkindlmarket here. We got 12:09. So on days when there's a line, we'll skip it. On days when there's not a line, we'll head in here and give you an overview of what you're missing here. There's one in Aurora. There's a Christkindlmarket in Aurora. There's one in Gallagher Way, a smaller one, a scaled down version for Wrigley Field. We haven't got up into that one yet. Hey, welcome into the Christkindlmarket, Chicago. Yeah, they had a snow globe here with the Nutcracker dancer there, and the Krampus got in it once. Lux Chicago Vista's got that. But hey, here we go. We made it inside. Welcome into the Christkindlmarket there. The trees are also nesting here. Look at, they got all the nesting dolls here. You get the Santa Claus, and the trees, Christmas trees are nesting, so there's little ones there. You got Winnie the Pooh. Look at all the nice dogs, and yeah, look at all the ornaments here. This is the Syrian handmade Slavic gifts here. Body Emporium. So I hit the Christkindlmarket here in Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for tuning in here. Hopefully my signal's okay. Morocco's tuning in there. Yeah, double tap the screen if you like this. I'm saving you from taking a trip to the Christkindlmarket here. You can see what all the nice ornaments here. Straight from Germany. A lot of the people that work the booths here, they're straight in from Germany. This is real stuff here. And look at the nice, get your star for your Christmas tree. Look at that. Here we got some nice, look at the candle votives here. So you get your German bratwurst, sausage. What else we got here? Soups. Hey, get your German potato pancakes. See, my dad's a German American. He loves his potato pancakes. Anything with potatoes. He needs a potato for every meal. Here's pop-up vendor booth. Yeah. So hey, Christkindlmarket. Yeah, we'll go around this side and then we'll head around to the other side. We got croissants, St. Roger Abbey, #1 hot chocolate here, and United Chocolate Works. Here's a map, the Christkindlmarket. See, here's all the booths, the vendor booths. See, we're over here. We're like right around in here, I think. Block 37. Hey, it's not too bad. Here's the media. They're interviewing somebody. They're doing an interview right here. Hey, she's got her mug. Very nice.
Yes, I heard that. That was the first time because I came last year.
Hey, there's Krampus. There you get your Krampus amulet. Krampus is the evil twin of Santa there. He steals the kids and beats them with a stick. Hey, yeah, we know her. Yeah, it's the local newscaster there. How you doing? Very nice, sir. I'll get out of their shot there, so I'm not in there. I'm not photobombing their newscast there, but they're interviewing. Yeah, I recognize her. She's a local news anchor here. There, Krampus. There's Krampus. Naughty or nice, the list is not. If Krampus knocks, you better run. Here's Krampus. So, in German folklore, there's a darker legend, the shadows of St. Nicholas. It's Christmas demon Krampus. While St. Nicholas arrives in Germany and Austria December 6th, bringing gifts for good children, Krampus arrives one day earlier on December the 5th. It's coming up with beatings for the bad ones. So if you're a bad kid, Krampus will beat you up and throw you in his basket and kidnap you. What a story to tell kids to keep them good, you know. It's so funny, Krampus. But here, Alpine Heritage here, hand-painted griffs. So here, let's head, the line's getting long here. We'll head around here. Christkindlmarket here in Chicago, Illinois. Daily Plaza. We got about 30 degrees here on December the 1st. Thanks for tuning in. If I miss any comments there, I think my mods can handle it here. Here's Chicago Tea House. Sarah Brew Creek. Bear Hands Buddies. Yeah, look at all these bears. Oh, they got the hats. They're very popular. So you get your bear backpacks, you get your bears and gloves. Yeah, great for your Chicago Bear fans. Get your bear hands, get your bear hat. Yeah, bear paws. Hey, look at these Himalayan chai. You got all the masks. It smells great. Smells very much like incense here. Look at all the how you doing? Beautiful. I like your crafts here. Yeah, very nice. I'm just filming on YouTube here. I'm trying to promote your business here. Yeah, Sherpa rocks. There's the mittens here. Hey, look at that. They got the earmuffs. You get your nice hats here. Yeah, this is called Himalayan chai here. Sherpa hats, mittens, jackets, handmade gifts here. Christkindlmarket, Chicago, Illinois, Daily Plaza. Nah, it's expensive. You notice I'm not buying anything. People are like, wow, I live such a high roller lifestyle. I promote stuff that's free in Chicago like this. You can go here and not buy anything. It's free, you know. I know everybody wants you to get your gluten wine, it's hard to not buy some food. But yeah, everything's expensive in Trump's America. We know this. Everything was expensive in Biden's America too. It's not getting cheaper. So despite every politician we vote for, they care. Yeah, I'm Brian Lee, Chicago. How you doing? How you doing? Melissa, thanks for saying hello. That's good. Thanks for saying hello. I like your hut here.
Thank you. Thank you for braving the cold all the time.
Oh, I couldn't get in here last week. It was so crowded because you see the lines because I think they're limiting capacity this year.
They are. The city's doing that.
Yeah, I know.
So that the vendors are working working with the city to, I think they're having a talk today to see what they can do about change.
See, I wondered if you're going to work with them to allow more capacity because it's that fine
In
line.
COVID, it was 3,500, and now it's only 15.
So it's less than COVID. Why are they doing that? I don't know.
They only changed it 12 hours before we opened. So it's kind of crazy. I feel bad for a lot of the people waiting.
I know, people have been asking me, so I'll let people know what's going on.
It's
Thanks
all
for
over
that.
the news,
I know that.
so,
They've been talking
They're
about it.
in negotiations, so
Good.
hopefully it changes because we definitely don't like it.
No,
And
I know,
don't like it either.
I'll keep people posted. We'll see if the
Thank you,
lines.
I love
Hey, that's good. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, that's good. Stay warm here. Yeah, good. So we'll promote you here. Here's the Palais Craft here, winter accessories. Yeah, thank you. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Hey, very nice. So hey, there we go. See, we noticed they limited the capacity this year, and it's fine for days like today, but on weekends and you got to run. She said the capacity's less than COVID, and so if they allowed more people during the pandemic, hopefully it's that fine line. But it is easier to walk around. Trust me, last year I think that's what it was too crowded to walk around in here. So it's the fine line. They could allow just a little bit more people in here, so the lines aren't as long, but still make it so it's easy to walk around here, and there's nowhere not to sit. So here, dragons and fairy tales here. Yeah, they got all the hand carved. Look at all the beautiful hand carved items they got here. Wow, look at that. Look at all the beautiful gifts here. Yeah, they got fairies and all kinds of stuff for the. Yeah, let's check out these cuckoo clocks. I didn't really get a good view of the cuckoo clocks. If you're ever in the market for a real German cuckoo clock, to me that would be, something I would make a major purchase to get a real genuine, like heirloom quality cuckoo clock. My grandmother had a real German cuckoo clock, and I'm sure my aunt still has it, and it was from the old days, the Black Forest region of the Schwabians, the Black Forest area of Germany, down towards Switzerland. They make the cuckoo clocks here, and of course they got all the nativity scenes and ornaments here. But hey, you got the cuckoo clocks. How you doing? Yeah. So here, Fehrenbach, Black Forest clocks, Black Forest, Germany. That's exactly what we're talking about. Look at these cuckoo clocks. They got all the ornaments, and look at all the Santas and Mrs. Santas and gnomes, and get your cuckoo clocks here. Let's zoom in some of the cuckoo clocks back here. So you get to, all these will probably work there. The little people will, it's all mechanical. There, you cut the log and yeah, have a great blessed day there. New Jersey, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in. I know I'm missing all the comments. See, they got some places you can get some food and eat it here. There's Schnitzel House, Pancake House. You got your gluten, wine, and beer. German potato pancakes. Here's your $13. So here's the mug this year for 2025. There's the mug there. Here's the beer here. And yeah, you got your hot cocoa crates, German cheeseburger, meatloaf sandwich, German pulled pork, potato salad, schnitzel, hot dog, french fries, curry meatloaf, potato pancakes, German burger, goulash, soup, and schnitzel. You got it all. Hey, stuffed gourmet pretzels. Hey, get your stuffed gourmet pretzels. Just go right up to the pretzel there and say, I want a pretzel. How you doing? Very nice.
You want to keep looking at that?
Here's your pricing for some of them are $10. They got $10, $20, $39 amulet. Yeah, this one's sold out. The Kiss magnet's already sold out. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, you too, Brian Really Chicago. How you doing? Thanks. Yeah, thank you. It's good. So here, Krampus stuffy. Hey, you get your Krampus stuffy there. Hey, that's cute. Oh, look at this. We got the candy store here. You got the Sweet Castle. This is, if you just joined, we're in Chicago. This is the Christkindlmarket here. We're heading through here. They got roasted nuts, candy corn, all kinds of stuff here. Look at that. Yeah, you got your bags of nuts here. Look at that. Come in here and get some candy. Yeah, Christkindlmarket. There's the Picasso. So they got this is the annex, the expanded beer tent here. They got, we'll walk back to the Christmas tree here. Yeah, we got some tasty food, candy here. Yeah, we'll walk back to the Christmas tree. How you doing? Yeah. Movie Stripes, don't order the schnitzel. Using Schnauzer, hey, that's good. Yeah, thanks for remembering the movie Stripes. What a good movie here. See, they got plenty of seating capacity. Here's the Christmas tree here. Here's Santa Claus. See, emergency exits. We're over by the Daily Plaza there. There's the Thompson Center and City Hall. Smells like gluten wine here. It smells great. How you doing? Hey, Brian Really Chicago. How you doing? Hey, thanks for checking out the Kris Kringle here. That's great. That's good. So there's the prices here. There's $13. Yeah, we already checked that out. The bar is open here. You can head around. And they got soft drinks as well too. So for teetotalers like me. But here's the extra seating capacity here. The Christkindlmarket. I call it the Christkindlmarket. Daily Plaza, Chicago, Illinois. See, the pigeons like it. Yeah, your teeth. Yeah, how you doing there? See, oops, sorry. Yeah, thanks. Hit the like button if you like this. Hit the like button. It helps more people find this content. We're checking out the Christkindlmarket we were able to get in today. Yeah, let's check out the gluten wine and beer inside here. We're going to the beer garden. See how you right across from the Picasso here. Here's the people sitting in here. The Christkindlmarket. Line starts here. Get the gluten wine here. Everybody's sitting in the beer garden. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we already checked all the mugs from years past. All the people. We'll head to the back here. How you doing? Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. So here, look at that. The history of Christkindlmarket mugs. We looked at this. They're from 1996 to 98. They used the same mug over and over, and then 99 to 2000s, all the way 2006. Here's what we got this year. We got 2023, 2024. That was last year. Here's this year's mug. 2025. You get the gingerbread man there. You might collect some of these from years past. Here's the beer hall. There's if you got questions, you go up here. There's a information booth. And hey, that looks good. They got the hot chocolate. Yeah, you get your whipped cream in here. People are heading through here. How you doing? And we'll get out of here. We'll head through the beer garden here, the Christkindlmarket, Chicago, Illinois. Feels nice and warm in here. It's about 30 degrees outside. It's not too bad. Just wear layers. Many times we would come here at lunchtime and just stand outside at one of these tables and get something to eat. Yeah, German bratwurst here. Get your spiced apple cider. Christkindlmarket here in Chicago, Illinois. Most things are $10 to $13. Hey, Kathy Wollhart. I can't believe there's not a line. So a lot of times there's a line to go in here. They'll give you a basket. We'll show you what these. How you doing?
Happy holidays.
Hey, thank you.
Happy
Appreciate
holidays.
it. Yeah, there's no line today. It's amazing. You get a basket here. We'll go through Kathy Wollhart here and check out the ornaments here. They see you got the whirly gigs here.
Thank you so much.
See, so to purchase here, you ask an associate here. They got most of these are display only here. They'll give you one in the back here. But here's all the ornaments. Kathy Wollhart. We're heading through here. You're coming. Hey, look at all the ornaments. The Schwiebogen. Yeah, look at all the ornaments here. I like this. It's like the it's almost like the palms there. They've got the reeds, the little shaved wood there. They curl it around. Look at that, how you shave the wood. Make these whirly gigs. Yeah, we'll follow along here. We'll see if we can skip the line here. People are checking out the ornaments here. Yeah, this item plays music here. They got the Dashin. Yeah, you get the Dashin with the dog on or the gift on the nose there. Yeah, we'll head behind here. Oh, sorry, excuse me. We'll head through here. Just give an overview of the ornaments. Hey, you got a bunch of nutcrackers here. Kathy Wollhart ornaments here. Look at all these little ones they got back here. Yeah, nutcrackers. You got Santas and Rudolphs and all these ornaments. Hey, look at these, the German guys. Nutcrackers, the smaller ones. There you get your flamingos, your birds. Oh, you got your crystal stuff. Crystal stars for your tree. Yeah, regular ornaments. Get your regular Kathy Wollhart ornaments here. Hey, see how you can decorate your tree. So, yeah, if you want to purchase a significant item there like that, you ask them. There, you just talk to the friendly staff here. How you doing here, Kathy Wollhart? And yeah, the Picasso that we made. So all last week and when it first opened, there was a line to get in here. Kathy Wollhart. You see how there's a line to get in the ornament house. And today's not too bad. Today's not too bad. Yeah, there we go. Frank's ornament house. There's a line to get in this one. They probably got different stuff than Kathy Wollhart. I think that's really expensive. There's City Hall. This is the Christkindlmarket. The biggest selection of German glass ornaments here. Go to what is this? The Frank's ornament house here. Hey, look, you got right here. You got ornaments right here. You got the glass, like the Chuli glass ornaments here from made from love from Bavaria. Oh, we didn't check out the nativity scene, so we'll have to check out the nativity scene here. And there it is in the snow. Here's your nativity scene. We'll head out there so we can get a better view of the baby Jesus there. Here we'll head around. We got 12:26, so I'll spend a few more minutes here in the Christkindlmarket, and then we'll head back over to the ice skating there. And we'll head out and we'll check out the nativity scene. So that's pretty much it. You see what's here. Did I miss any questions here? Yeah, thanks for the gift there. Thanks, Pizza Lisa. Thanks for thanking the people for the gift there. Who did I miss here? John from Chicago, USA. Yeah, thanks, Pizza Lisa. Thanks for the gift there, John. Thanks, Lisa, for catching that. Appreciate it. And anybody else, thanks for the gifts, likes, and follows. And yeah, I missed it when I was in the ornament house there. Thanks for checking out the Christkindlmarket here. You got pierogies, sauerkraut. Yeah, German grill here. They got pretzels. How you doing? Very nice. Yeah, very nice. So here we'll, at least it's less crowded today. We'll head out past the nativity here. We'll show the nativity scene here. I'm not trying to promote one religion over the other. I'm just showing what is on display here at the Daily Plaza, Chicago, Illinois, the Christkindlmarket here. No alcohol on this point there, the point of no return. But at least there's not a line to get in today, so we can get back in if we need to. Yeah, here's the, so baby Jesus is not there. They must have removed, I guess, does baby Jesus not go there till the 5th? Maybe the baby Jesus is not there until Christmas. There's a nativity here. And here's the 3 wise men and the camel. Oh, here's the 3 wise men. 3 wise men are over here. And here's the nativity scene with the snow, the angel and Joseph and Mary. But Jesus isn't there yet. So the little lambs are buried in the snow. And so here, we'll head over to Dearborn Street. We'll cross the street and we'll head right back to Millennium Park here. So hey, I can check out the comments there. Slovenia, how you doing there? Used to be restaurants there. Pierogi Heaven. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's go to Pierogi Heaven. Wake up. You must be in Pierogi Heaven. Yeah, here we go. Here's the Christkindlmarket here. It's much better today. There's not a line to get in. So here we'll cross in front of the fleet management here. This is Dearborn Street, Chicago. There we go. We'll head back to Millennium Park here. We'll see if the Zamboni's going on the ice skating rink here. Hey, they're handing out mac and cheese here. You get your free sample of mac and cheese here. Wow. I'm going to get me a free sample of mac and cheese here. Why not? Kraft mac and cheese. Hey, thank you. Yeah. See, they're just handing out Kraft mac and cheese here on Washington Street by Daily Plaza. See, sometimes you get some free swag. Usually they hand out drinks. This is the first time they ever gave me macaroni and cheese. See, they got some too. Yeah, it's either And hauling more. They got plenty of macaroni and cheese here. Look at all. they're gonna give that much away. Wow. There it is. Kraft mac and cheese there. So here we'll head over to Daily Plaza. Yeah, Christina, thanks for checking out Chicago. Yeah, you know, I'm not trying to. I don't work for the travel bureau. I'm not trying to get people to move here or travel here, or spend money here. I'm just showing people what's here in Chicago because, of course, you know, everybody's got the perception of Chicago with the media that we do have. It is the big bad city, but it's not as bad or as worse, or it's not as good as they say it is either. It's never as good or as bad as it is somewhere in the middle. Same about America. There's Muddy Waters. Here we'll cross State Street here. We'll try to get across here before the light changes. Hey, yeah, I got some over there. They're handing out more mac and cheese. Everywhere I go, somebody's trying to give me something here. Hey, he's got the snowball. Yeah. 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 Happy holidays. Yeah. So there's the Macy's Marshall Fields, all the windows. We already filmed the window displays. But hey, we got into the Christkindlmarket there. That's great. I'm glad the line wasn't as bad today. Yeah, there's Macy's Marshall Fields is all decked out for the holidays. We'll head over here. Heaping spoonfuls of red dye, number 40. Yeah, everything's red dye. Causes cancer. Aspartame mustache, yeah. Oh, you talking about the yellow dye and or the red dye and the macaroni and cheese? Yeah, they make it look so yellow, almost orange yellow. I guess they got to use the red dye and craft. That's why they got to give it away. But here's Macy's Marshall Fields. We'll see what the current health inspector general says about it. I won't even bring up his name there. Here's Washington Street, Marshall Field and Company, Chicago, Illinois. We got about 30 degrees here on December the 1st, Monday. We went over to the Christkindlmarket. We were able to get in. We're going to head back to Millennium Park here, see if they're ice skating on the Zamboni here. We just made it across the Wabash here. I normally film underneath the tracks, but I was rushing to get across the street there. Yeah, happy anniversary there. Bye. Ya. Yeah, thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, travel. Croatia. Yeah, thanks for tuning in there. People tune in from India and Croatia. Thanks for checking out Chicago. We got some snow on the ground. We got about 6 inches of snow over the weekend. We might get 4 more inches tonight. That's about 10 centimeters. 6 inches of snow on the ground. How you doing? Here's Garland and Washington here. We'll head by the Carlsbad Center. So I posted on TikTok. I know it was you could see the rerun on the live tab on YouTube, but I cut out shorts and posted new TikToks of the Lincoln Park Conservatory. Went in there and we saw the winter poinsettia show. They got the poinsettias in the show house. Oh, they're honking there. Cars are playing pole position. Hey, they got the wreath on the Cultural Center. We went inside there. We got reruns inside there if you want to see what the Tiffany Dome looks like and stuff. We're going to go film the ice skating. We'll see if the Zamboni is going on the main one here. Here's this cow. We always film this cow, of course, for 1999. They had the Bulls on Parade. They had these all over downtown Chicago. This one's interesting because it's got the Picasso in the eye. And on this side, it's got the water tower in the eye. They were showing about Kobe Bryant on CNN. Kobe Bryant went right from high school to the NBA at the time when Michael Jordan and Shaq and everybody. It was amazing. He started so young. But it's in hindsight, it's probably good he did because we didn't realize his life was going to be cut so short. But he was already retired by then, but still, you know, here's the Michigan Avenue looking south. And here's or no, this is Michigan Avenue looking south. That was Michigan Avenue looking north. I always get my directions confused. I'm not really dyslexic. I just have dyslexic tendencies when I do directions. Here's Michigan Avenue to the north. So yeah, as I expected, this is why we filmed the ice skating at Millennium Park before we went to Daley Plaza and the Christkindlmarket, the 112th annual Christmas tree of Chicago, City of Chicago Christmas tree, because they got everybody cleared off the ice and they're going to run the Zamboni. So we'll head over to the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon because I think they stagger the times when they do the Zamboni, or they're slightly off. So we'll head over to we'll go by the Bean, Millennium Park, Chicago, and then we'll head over to Maggie Daley here, just check out the snow in Millennium Park. Hey, thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, here's the Christmas tree with the snow. Looks nice. I bet it looks nice at night. We might have to check it out tonight before we begin our walk home as I work around here. Yeah, Grandma's Corner. Thanks, Pizza. Pizza's great. Thanks, Pizza, so much for adding so much to the chat here and answering questions that I missed. And everybody here, my whole mod team, you guys do a great job. Hey, they're taking pictures there. See people taking. How you doing? I'm taking pictures too. I'm just taking pictures of the tree here. I'm talking to YouTube. I got a live audience here on YouTube. Thank you. People always get confused who I'm talking to here. Here's the official Christmas tree of Chicago here. Look at the nice picture there, or the view. And I know I appear strange to people. I'm a grown man talking into a phone with a gimbal. So it's something I can hold the phone with my hand, keeps the image steady. There's the Blue Cross Blue Shield. There's the Aeon. But I constantly feel I got to reassure people, because people think I'm ICE. They think I'm like surveillance from the government. They think I work for the police. Thanks a lot. In 2025, we felt like we were living under a surveillance state, even though they weren't after U.S. citizens. Even U.S. citizens felt intimidated by. And again, you know, I'm staying away from talking about the obvious thing in the room here. We try to keep things. I realize not everybody tuning in agrees with my view of things, so recently I've been limiting the politics. Here's the Great Bean of Chicago. Do you notice though? I see a lot of people complaining on TikTok, mainly creators, because they're getting kicked out of the creator fund. Not just me. A lot of people that are creators, your favorite creators, they're from TikTok, are being kicked out of the creator fund. They've changed the terms and conditions, and it's going to impact a lot of people. Other people besides me will leave TikTok to go to other platforms as creators. It doesn't impact people like you, the viewers, as much, because it's you know, it's gonna. Some people are gonna win. Some people, the new algorithms, they're gonna take off, and their channels will go like gangbusters because it's what TikTok wants to promote. Mainly TikTok Shop. Other people like me that don't base their channels on selling you stuff, I don't even try to sell you subscriptions. That's why we're on YouTube here. I mainly just want people to watch, engage with the content. I'm a content creator, not an influencer. Here we're showing the Great Bean of Chicago here on Monday. We got 12:38 in the AM, and we just show scenes of the city. I'm a city planner, so I'm interested in cities. Show different seasons, how neighborhoods change over time. We talk about new development, historic architecture, history, even bigger stuff like cultural, not even just limited to politics or the city. Here's, yeah, it's kind of slippery here. They cleared off the steps there, the ice skating rink. I guess they cleared everybody off. Usually they run the Zamboni, but they're not even doing that. So here we'll head back, the Bean here, past the Bean here. And we'll head over to Maggie Daley Park. Yeah, it's 12:39. Now it's 12:39 p.m. Thanks for the update there. Yeah, taking a group shot there. Yeah, we'll check out the Bean here. See how I'm dressed here. I got a hat and a coat here. Hello. Yeah, the pigeon likes the Bean. Yeah, they like the Bean and taking some pictures there, taking nice. See, what other public work of art can you see yourself reflected in the art with the city? It reflects the city with you in it. Proves you were there. This is called Chicago. This is Chicago. This is Millennium Park. Do you literally not know what... I understand you. Thanks for people tuning in from other areas of the world. Appreciate it. This is Chicago, United States of America, planet Earth here. This is called Millennium Park. This is called Cloud Gate. It's the sculpture that we call the bean. Anish Kapoor is the artist. He's from London. They won a design competition. It's called the McCormick Ice Skating Rink. We're going to head over to... Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon here. And see, that shows you, for as many people, as often as I show the bean, there's still people that don't know what the bean is, Cloud Gate, Millennium Park. That's fine, that's great. Thanks for asking. That's why we're doing this, so we're showing people that this exists in the world. This is not New York, this is Chicago, this is Midwest, that's why we got snow. And we'll head over. They got a nice ice skating ribbon. We got 20 minutes left on my lunch hour. This is my lunch hour from work. I work downtown. I work for an architecture and engineering firm. I'm just walking through downtown. So tonight, after I get out of work, after 5 o'clock, we can walk. We can check out the Christmas tree with the snow, and we can check out Michigan Avenue with the lights, the holiday lights. Shopping season's upon us here. I don't even call it what days. Don't buy anything on Cyber Monday. Don't buy anything. I'm not buying anything from Amazon. I'm not even going to buy NFL from Amazon. That's how much I dislike Jeff Bezos, that I'm willing to sacrifice football to not make Jeff Bezos any more money. Isn't that interesting? I would personally lose $1,000 of my personal fortune to make Jeff Bezos lose $1. That's how much I dislike that guy and Mark Zuckerberg. And it's not just because they're billionaires. Peter Thiel. And this is bipartisan. I also don't like Bill Gates. Yeah, I'm biased. I'm a bigot against billionaires. Yeah, I'm for the little guy. Sue me. How could you be biased against billionaires? Everybody's 401k relies on these people succeeding. Your 401k relies on Elon Musk making $1 trillion. Your 401k relies on Mark Zuckerberg being able to buy and influence elections. Your 401k relies on Warren Buffett. I know, I'm sorry, Lisa, I love Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's giving over half of his fortune away like Bill Gates. There are some billionaires that are better than the others. Warren Buffett is certainly in that category. He's generally an affable guy. Look at the squirrel. There's the squirrel. Look at that squirrel coming out of the recycling there. How you doing there, squirrel? You enjoying the snow here? Let's see if we can get an interview with this squirrel. It heard me. It's probably smelled me. Hey, there's the squirrel. How you doing there? You coming out of the recycle? You gonna leap to your snowy fall there? How you doing there, squirrel? Welcome to Chicago. We're in Millennium Park here. This is a Millennium Park squirrel. It's got an eye on me. It's trying to figure out what I'm going to do. How you doing there, squirrel? You eating the garbage? Here's the squirrel. Let's see if it comes back out. It's hanging on there. It's waiting for me. It knows I'm right here. I'm trying to get this squirrel. Hey, how you doing, this squirrel? Hey, there you are. How you doing, this squirrel? You coming out of the recycling bin? What do you say? What do you think of all this snow? Yeah, it's good. It's good showing us their best side there. There it comes out. How you doing there, squirrel? Well, we're gonna go. We'll leave you alone. We'll leave the squirrel alone. We'll see if it hops out there. No, it's gonna go back. There's something down in there that it wants to eat. So we'll let the squirrel do its business there. Yeah, he's like, you want some of this? That squirrel was going to attack me. That's the mean squirrels of Chicago. They got street smarts. They don't mess around. They're used to humans and used to running away from the dogs. There's the bean. There's Cloud Gate here, Millennium Park, Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for tuning in. How you doing here? Yeah. Yeah, if you're in Omaha there, stop by the Simple Man, 87th and Pacific. Thanks, Pizza Lisa. Yeah, Warren Buffett's great. Warren Buffett, you know, he shows you the value of prudent investing over time. He started investing World War II. He held stocks all through the 1970s when we had stagflation and the stock market didn't do anything for 10 years. And then with the deregulation of the stock market in the 80s under Reagan and Paul Volcker, they got the interest rate under control. They had to cause a recession. That was the 81-82 recession, which was really bad, coming off the stagflation in the 70s. And since then, bond yields have generally trended downward. That's why the new administration, they so desperately want to install a new Fed chief to lower interest rates, keep them at their historic, towards, you know, lower than they have been historically. We'll see if something breaks. That's the question. But then I'll get off this class warfare stuff. But hey, welcome to Chicago. Welcome to and you know, I'm not against people. I'm not against capitalism. I'm not against stock market. Obviously, I dabble in the stock market as well. I'm against just extreme fortunes. Extreme fortunes, you know, their interests cannot be aligned with the masses. It just can't be, because it almost becomes like scarcity. They're hoarding all the capital, and then it's too much power and too few people. This happens over time. We used to call it the aristocracy. Now we call it oligarchs. Look how the oligarchs have ruined Russia's politics. We don't want it to ruin ours. The oligarchs are bad for Russia. Why are they good for America? You know, and whether they make their fortune from Bitcoin or oil, you know, Russia's pretty much a petro state. And when the war ends, its economy is going to have serious problems. And has serious problems now. I'm talking about Russia's economy. But here, welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Maggie Daley Park. See, here's the skyline of Chicago. We went across the BP bridge here. And there are people ice skating here, the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon. We got 1246 here. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Thanks for checking out the snow here in Chicago. We got about 30 degrees. We got 1246. And we're heading around to the ice skating ribbon. We'll circle around this and then we'll round out our walk. But hey, we did get into the Christkindlmarket. If you want to see that, you can rewind to the live tab. I know YouTube's hard. Some people can't find where to catch the live streams. We're showing people how to interact with this platform. I'm still learning stuff as well. But hey, the skyline of Chicago. We're part of Grant Park here, Maggie Daley Park. Yeah, the sidewalks are pretty good shape. Some of the side streets still need snow removal, but they're passable. All the streets are passable. They just, snow refreezes overnight and sidewalks get a little, some people, not everybody sweeps their sidewalk is what it is, and then it turns into ice and becomes even worse as it refreezes overnight and gets all congealed, lumpy. Got to watch out for the yellow snow. Hey, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, Great Lawn, everything is corporately branded here because I limit capitalism. And as somebody wisely said, they said, he's a socialist that films capitalism and the benefits of capitalism. And it's true, because taxes and corporate sponsors pay for a lot of this. And philanthropy, that was, the fortunes made by capitalism helped fund a lot of this. But socialism maintains it. Socialism is what pays for the programming costs and the maintenance fees and mowing the lawn and the operation budget of staff and these things and programming it. Hey, there's a nice view to the skyline of Chicago. So yeah, ice skating ribbon, it's $17, $19 walk up, $17 you do online. You can skate for free if you bring your own skates the first time, and it's $5 thereafter. So yeah, you can go. They got a place for hot chocolate, and you can sit out here, lace up your skates. So here we'll walk around the ice skating ribbon. You got a foot of snow in Michigan? Wow, that's good. Yeah, I know the lake effect was pretty relentless. You guys, if you live near the western shore of, or the western side of Michigan, you got all that lake effect. So here's the ice skating ribbon here. Maggie Daley Park, Chicago, Illinois. There's the Prudential buildings behind there. Yeah, look at that, people ice skating there. Yeah, let's head around here. So if you just tune in, this is Chicago, Illinois. It's called Maggie Daley Park. It's part of Grant Park. So Millennium Park and the beans over there, there's the whole loop of Chicago. See, they got these little igloos. They got a ice skating track. It goes completely around where you can continuously skate in one direction, and it curves both ways. It's not really a figure eight. It's like a cloverleaf style pattern. And this is in Chicago, Illinois, United States of America. There's the Sears Tower over there. This is the Aeon building. And yeah, people are skating around here. Here we go. Here we get some better views. I wish they wouldn't put them plants in the way. Hey, there's people skating here. The Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon here. We'll head around here. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, very nice. And they light this up at night. These climbing walls look like glaciers. Hey, there's a Blackhawks fan there. Yeah, it's skating around here. Yeah. I guess you can rent out these igloos. They got these igloos, which would be nice. Hey, she's skating around there. Yeah, he's going there. He's going to town. Oh, there you go. Wipe out. Wipe out. So there's gangs in the city. On Friday night, somebody was shot in the Loop. I walked right by there an hour before it happened, and people all night were telling me about the teen takeover. It happened right across from Channel 7 News, right under the Chicago theater. Yeah, the violence in the city's real. Those weren't gangs. They were just teenagers trying to act like they were gangs. So is that what you're talking about? You're talking about teenagers like as young as like 14 and 15 with weapons shooting each other downtown Chicago. That's what we got going on. And anytime there's like a lighting of the Christmas tree or some major event, there's all these rumors on social media of teen takeovers. And then why does it happen like in the middle of the Loop across from a TV station? It's almost like it was staged. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but the president is desperately trying to have a reason to call the National Guard Chicago, and something like this would be it. And the fact you're talking about in the comments of my little media page shows you how much it's in the people's consciousness, and how much me filming in Chicago is a political thing, whether I want it to be or not, because just the fact I'm filming in Chicago, we're going to get comments like that, and I understand. So thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. We're just filming the ice skating ribbon. And I can't solve all these problems on my little channel here. I live here. I've lived here for 27 winters. There was violence in Chicago in the 90s. There's violence now. There will continue to be violence off into the future. Who are you going to blame for it? That's what's changed over time. And there's plenty of blame to go around in this city. Trust me. Maybe I'm the blame. I'll try to do a better job streaming here. But here's the Sears Tower. There, we're seeing the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon there. See, that guy made it all the way around. It shows you how long it takes to get around there. And they're skating around there. Look at that. Yeah, let's follow along here. So we got 12:53. I better get back to work here. So we'll cross. We'll leave the ice skating ribbon. Rain in UK. That's how we the past few winters we've been getting a lot of rain in Chicago as opposed to snow. Usually we get a lot of snow that lasts a while, mainly in January and February. The past 3 winters have not been that way, but we're starting off with a snowy winter, and we're due for a much snowier winter historically by our averages. So we'll see what happens. Here's where you can lace up your skates here. You can go inside here, rent the skates here, the ice skating ribbon at Maggie Daley Park. They got restrooms and lockers. And see, she's hopped right on there. Yeah, it's a winter wonderland here in Chicago. Yeah, I got to go back to work. Mr. TJ there. Yeah, got to go to work. What a bummer. But hey, thanks for checking out the snow here. Thanks for checking out the ice skating. And I'll be back on after 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Chicago time. We'll walk. It'll be dark by then, and we'll walk up Michigan Avenue, and we'll check out the holiday lights, Christmas lights there on Michigan Avenue. Jennifer, you should eat saw the ducks last night. They were out in the snow. They looked cold. They were just huddled there in their little pond. There's the Sears Tower, Pittsfield building, part of the Loop of Chicago we're looking at here from Maggie Daley Park. We just filmed the ice skating ribbon there. And yeah, hit the thumbs up there. Thanks, Pizza Lisa. Thanks for being on today and all your help, and everybody else, Mary Treese and Anita and Shauna and everybody else that helps out here, Chris. And yeah, we'll just give you an overview of the whole ribbon here. Yeah, beautiful Chicago. Manchester, how you doing there, Craig? Yeah, afternoon walk there. Yeah, either it gets cold too fast or it doesn't get cold soon enough. We did have 70s. We had one day of 70 at the end of November there, right before Thanksgiving. That was the last 70 we'll probably see Fahrenheit. Now we're about 0 Celsius, 32 or 20, upper 20s Fahrenheit. But here's the ice skating ribbon where you're just at. You see how you can go all around here. But here I'm gonna head back to work. Here's the Blue Cross Blue Shield building. Here's the Aon. Wichita, yeah. Thanks, good. Thanks, Phil. Thanks for watching from Wichita. Yeah, you're getting snow too. Yeah, Pete's Lisa said they got snow in Omaha. People in Wisconsin and Michigan got snow. People on the western shore, or the western side of Michigan really got a lot of lake effect. They said we might get 2 to 4 more inches tonight. We'll see. Might just be a powdery snow on top of this. But we're supposed to be cold all week, so the snow should stick around. But hey, if it's cold, I'd rather there be snow on the ground. It doesn't bother me. 30 degrees here in Chicago. I can deal with the cold weather. Thanks for tuning in. Ice skate. It's always nice this time of the year, and then once it gets to January, February, you're like, hey, I'm done with this. But it's nice when it begins in December. Yeah, we'll get across the wide Randolph here. We got this nice view to the Chicago skyline here from Randolph Street. Yeah, we'll cross right here. We got to go in the slush here. Oh! And they got some golf courts. The street's so wide because there's 2 levels underneath us. This is Randolph. See how we got the big skylights there. This is the Aon, the old Standard Oil building right across here. Yeah, thanks for the chat, Grandma's Corner. Thanks for being on. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being part of the team there, and you and Peace of Lisa. Thanks for running the chat there today. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll head across Columbus here. So we'll check out the holiday lights tonight. Tomorrow night we'll do the Lincoln Park Zoo lights again. If you missed it, we'll do it first on YouTube, and then we'll do it on TikTok. We'll get some footage on TikTok. At the well, we got to see what the weather is going to be like tomorrow too. I don't know, it could be crazy. Look at all the pigeons. Hey, the pigeons are, we saw the squirrel coming out of the garbage. Now we got the pigeons here all eating the food on the, I don't even want to know what they're eating there. It doesn't look like anything good. Here's the Aon, 1,100 feet tall. Sears over there. Hey, there's the Aqua and the St. Regis. Both of those buildings, the blue one on the right and the one with the ripples in it to the left. Both of those were designed by Jeannie Gang. They're the tallest buildings designed by a female architect in the world. The St. Regis is 1,100 feet tall. There's a hotel on the bottom, housing at the top. That gap there, that's to allow air to blow through the top. It replaces a mass damper. Other super tall buildings that are light would have a mass damper at the top to compensate for the sway, the wind sway. That 2-floor clear lets the wind blow through there. And there's people that actually live above that in the core, the elevator shafts in the middle there. There's the Aqua. It's supposed to look like rippling water there. Every balcony's different. You see the window cleaning operation for that building. There's the Fairmont Hotel. This is on Columbus. There's the Aqua Blues in there. There's the Blue Cross Blue Shield. See, they got skylights that go down. There's a food court or a underground. Well, it's not really underground. It's a pedway mall. This is the back of the Aon. But hey, we got snow. 12:59. I'm going to sign off. We'll get you to the John Kearney statues over here. We'll sign off at the John Kearney deer. But hey, thanks for checking out our lunch walk here. If you missed it, we went to the Christkindlmarket. But at the very beginning, we saw Millennium Park with the ice skating. And I'm glad we did, because when we went back, it's we're getting the Zamboni out. So we went to the Maggie Daley there as well. But we'll check out the lights tonight. I got to head back to work. There's the Fairmont Hotel. They usually have a good holiday display in there. Usually looks like an alpine ski village or something. We might get through there if we have to walk through the pedway one morning if it's crazy weather. So if you just tune in, this is Chicago, Illinois, United States of America, planet Earth here. I'm heading back to work. This is the Prudential 2 building. See that plane? Look at the plane. The planes always look like they're flying right over top of the Aon here. I was living in Chicago when 9/11 happened. And we kept looking at this building because it looks like the World Trade Center. See, that plane just flew by there. We're like, man, I wonder if this building's next. But here's the John Kearney statues here. We'll show you the chrome and we'll end this live here. But hey, thanks for tuning in here. Thanks to the mod team. If I missed any of your comments, thanks for the gifts. Appreciate the gifts to John and others. Thanks Lisa and others for thanking people if I missed their gifts. Here's the John Kearney statues. They look nice in the snow. The family of deer by the Aon building here. So hey, have a good rest of your Monday. We'll be on after 5 o'clock tonight. We'll film the holiday lights on on Michigan Avenue. Oh, Christmas Avenue. My name's John Christmas, just like the Dumb and Dumber. Saying hi. Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks everybody for tuning in around the world. Croatia. Yeah, thanks for checking it out. We'll see you after 5 o'clock tonight. Have a good day there. Thanks, mod team. We'll talk to you later. Appreciate it. Yeah, see ya.